Step 8. Made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. The first part of Step 8 asks us to list all the people we had harmed, regardless of the circumstances. The step we have done to this point can be helpful and supportive as we identify all those we have harmed. Many of us have found it easier to see how we have harmed others, denying how we have harmed ourselves. Sometimes it takes a spiritual lightning bolt of clarity and awareness in order for us to admit just how we have been harmed by our own behavior. We consider if we would treat someone else badly as we treat ourselves. If shame or guilt overwhelm us, we can rely on our higher power and remember our Step 3 decision to live by our higher power's will. We find peace and strength when we let go and trust our CoDA recovery process. We no longer waste energy pushing down our memories or our feelings. We use them to recover. In the second part of Step 8, we are asked only to become willing to make amends. We are not asked to make amends now. In this step, we do not need to decide how or when the amends will be made. If we feel frightened or vulnerable, we can rely on steps 1, 2, and 3 to support us as we become willing to be open and honest. We can release the belief that harm will come if we tell the truth of our past behavior. The fear of being wrong or of being judged can be offset with a positive affirmation such as, I am not a mistake. I have made mistakes and I learn from them. If we continue to struggle with this step, we take another look at steps 6 and 7, reading the CoDA booklet, making choices, affirmations for working steps 6 and 7. Feelings of fear and trepidation about making our amends in step 9 may block us from beginning our step 8 list. With prayer and meditation, our higher power can help set aside our fears and resentments and get started in listing the harms we have done. We acknowledge our loving higher power has always been present and already knows everything we have done. With the support and guidance of our higher power, sponsor, and recovery friends, we can let go of the fear that harm will come if we tell the truth. The list we make in step 8 acknowledges our harmful behavior in a new way, and we become accountable to ourselves and our higher power for what we have done. We may want to make a list from different perspectives, like the harm we have caused ourselves, the harm that we have caused others, or the resentments that we hold. We begin to understand how important it is to see our destructive behaviors. We no longer have to hold on to the secrets of our past or live in denial. We understand we have harmed because we were harmed. With this kind of honesty, change can begin. We can start to restore our relationships with others and ourselves in healthy and loving ways. This list may grow as more is revealed and awareness is gained. When we acknowledge we no longer wish to ignore our feelings, we work step 8 and find the possibility of relief encourages us to carry on. Our recovery continues to bring awareness of old behaviors and ways we have harmed ourselves and others. We become aware of how we continue old behaviors in our lives today. We stay open to what is revealed, and we acknowledge we do not know everything about ourselves. We recognize our behaviors have affected ourselves and others in the ways we may not have realized. The following may be ways we have harmed others or ourselves: holding resentments, acting out, isolating out of fear or intimacy, manipulating or controlling, obsessing or worrying, blaming and judging, emotionally or physically abusing, creating financial stress, neglecting our responsibilities, acting less than or acting better than, or disconnecting from our spiritual selves.